So this is the chapter that we are starting with. Functions का मतलब क्या होता है? And we are specifically talking about functions of one variable, meaning we are talking about something like this. Y is a function of x, where x is the independent variable and y is the dependent variable. Y को डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल क्यों बोल रहे हैं? बिकॉज y की वैल्यू डिपेंडेंट है x की वैल्यू पे, whereas x की वैल्यू इंडिपेंडेंट है. So this independent variable is also called as an exogenous variable, and the dependent variable is also called as an endogenous variable. पहले तो read कैसे करते हैं? Y is a function of x, where whenever we write f and bracket some variable, इसका मतलब है कि it is a function of that variable. जो भी bracket में variable है, the dependent variable is a function of that variable. Since we are talking about function of one variable, हमारे पास bracket में सिर्फ एक variable है. When in the next semester you will talk about functions of multiple variables, then in the bracket you will also have multiple variables. So x1, x2, x3 till xn. This is the kind of function that represents functions of many variables. But हमारे पास हम इस semester में सिर्फ यहीं तक restricted है अपने discussion में. So we're not going to talk about these kind of functions. All right. Then the next thing is that this f, अगर इस f को आप अकेले में देखो, then this f tells you a rule. If you look at f and bracket x together, then that represents function of variable x. But if you look at this f alone, then this represents some kind of rule. Now this is the rule. ये एक ऐसा rule है जो x को किस तरीके से y में ट्रांसफॉर्म करना है, वो ये रूल हमें बताता है. A function is nothing but a kind of a machine. It is kind of a machine which transforms the input. It does something to the input and then it transforms this input into an output. This input is variable x, is the independent variable, is the exogenous variable, and the output is the dependent variable, which is y. So this box, this machine is nothing but f, right? And यहाँ पर हम commonly f लिख रहे हैं, but it is not necessary that you will always represent it with f. It could be any letter. You can also say y is equal to g of x, h of x, and so on. In all of these notations, ये जो alphabet है g और h, this represents some kind of rule. और ये rule basically हर x को similar fashion में एक नए y में convert करता है. So this rule again could be represented in different forms. We discussed that not necessarily some kind of equation is called as a function. ये जरूरी नहीं है कि हमेशा इस तरीके की चीज, इस तरीके की equation को हम function बोलते हैं. Function could be represented in any form. It could be a rule written in a statement. एक rule जो आप लिख रहे हो एक statement की form में, that will also be called as a function. If you have a table where you have x and y variables and you notice some kind of rule that transforms x into y in the same fashion, then that will also classify as a function. If you have a figure जो कि एक relationship दिखा रही है x और y के बीच में, then that is also called as a function. So function could be represented in all of these forms, and all of these forms would be called as. More technical definition of a function. Function of a real variable x with domain D is a rule that assigns a unique real number to each number x in D. So we basically deal, and today we are going to discuss this concept of domain. So we basically have a set. So we basically have two sets. First set is called the domain and the second is called as the range. This is the box, this is the machine which converts the input into output. So the domain is basically a set of inputs, set of x. If we write y is equal to f of x, then domain is a set of all possible x values, all possible input values. And range is a set of all possible y values, all possible output values. So when you have different values of x here, say 1, 2, 3 and so on, आप इस मशीन में एक एक करके ये सारी वैल्यूज डालते हो, right? You put all of these values one by one, and then this machine does something to the input by decided by a certain rule f and converts it into an output, say 6, 12, 18 and so on, right? Now ये रूल, ये जो भी ऑपरेशन है, ये जो भी कन्वर्जन है, ये फंक्शन तभी कहलाएगा जब हर x वैल्यू के लिए आपको एक यूनिक y वैल्यू मिले. मतलब that when you put say x is equal to 1 in this machine, then it should only give you one value of y, a unique value of y. It shouldn't happen that when you input 1 into this machine, you get two outputs. You get 6 and you also get 12. अगर ऐसा कुछ हो रहा है, then this rule will not be called as a function. A very important point to categorize a relation as a function is that the output for each input value should be unique. It is possible for two inputs to share one output, meaning that if you say input 1 into your machine and you get 6 as your value, right? That's one possible answer. Now say you input 3 into your machine and again you get 6 as your answer. This is possible. ये function के definition में include होता है. So two inputs can share the same output, but one input cannot have two outputs. तो ऐसा हो सकता है that you get the same answer, same output when you put 1 into the machine and you put 3 into the machine. This is fine. ऐसी सिचुएशन में आप इसको फंक्शन, इस रिलेशन को फंक्शन बोलोगे. लेकिन जब आप 1 डाल रहे हो और आपको दो आउटपुट्स मिल रहे हैं, सपोज you put 1 into the function and you get both 6 and 12 as your answer, then that will not be called as a function. That has to be kept in mind. So for every x in the domain, now domain also, you know what is domain? Domain is the set of all inputs. So for every real variable x with domain D, a function is a rule that assigns a unique real number to each number x in D. Now, if there is no uniqueness, if for one input you get two outputs, then this will not be called as a function. So that has to be kept in mind always. Now, next important thing that we need to know is the concept of डोमेन एंड रेंज. अभी जब हम डिफाइन कर रहे थे फंक्शंस को, तब हमें इतना समझ में आ गया दैट डोमेन इज द सेट ऑफ ऑल इनपुट्स एंड रेंज इज द सेट ऑफ all outputs. Let's say a domain is basically a set of all independent variable values for which the formula gives a meaningful value. Meaning that, and this we'll understand with the use of an example. Say you have a function fx is equal to 1 upon x plus 3. Now, you have to find out the domain of this function. How can you find out the domain? So domain is nothing but the set of all x values, but those x values which give you a meaningful which give you a sensible meaning to the formula, to the function. So यहाँ पे when we define real numbers, then this kind of number where in the denominator you have 0. So this is not defined in real numbers. Now आपके पास यहाँ पे एक fraction है function में 1 upon x plus 3. So यहाँ पे domain will be all x values for which x plus 3 is not equal to 0. X plus 3 can be negative. That's accepted. Real numbers के definition में x plus 3 can be positive. But what is not accepted is that x plus 3 cannot be equal to 0. If x plus 3 is equal to 0, then the function will not give you a meaningful presentation. Meaningful representation नहीं होगा, क्योंकि अगर ये 0 हो जाएगा तो ये कोई number है ही नहीं. We don't accept this number as any number in the number system. So this is not possible. This is the only case जो पॉसिबल नहीं है। और ये कौन से x वैल्यू के लिए है? when x is equal to -3. So the domain for this function would then be so x belongs to the set -infinity infinity except -3. So x or domain or the input set which is this set, इस सेट में सारे नंबर्स हो सकते हैं, हर तरीके का नंबर हो सकता है, चाहे वो डेसिमल हो, इंटीजर हो, होल नंबर, नेचुरल नंबर, रैशनल, इरैशनल, एनी काइंड ऑफ नंबर इज पॉसिबल इन द डोमेन, बट -3 विल नॉट बी इंक्लूडेड। -3 इसलिए हम इंक्लूड नहीं कर रहे, क्यों? क्योंकि -3 अगर x की वैल्यू होगी तो डिनोमिनेटर 0 हो जाएगा एंड देन दिस फंक्शन विल होल्ड नो मीनिंग। So basically domain is the domain consists of all values of x such that it gives you, the formula gives you a meaningful value. And what is range? Range is, as I said, range is a set of all y values. जो भी आपका dependent variable है वो जितनी भी values attain कर सकता है through this functional formula, उसके set को हम range बोलते हैं. We know that x can be anything except -3. अगर यहाँ पे हम कोई भी वैल्यू डालते हैं तो डेफिनेटली हमें आउटपुट में भी कोई रियल नंबर मिलेगा एंड x जब -3 के इक्वल होगा तो यहाँ पे 1/0 मिलेगा जो कि रियल नंबर की कैटेगरी में आता ही नहीं है। तो y बेसिकली कंप्राइजेस ऑफ एवरी पॉसिबल रियल नंबर। सो दिस विल बी कॉल्ड एज डोमेन and this will be called as range. इसको हम इस notation में भी लिखते हैं D, F and R, F. Let's look at an example. Gx is equal to square root 2x plus 4. X is the set of all values जिसके लिए हमें Gx की meaningful value मिले, और यहाँ पे अगर ये पूरा term अगर negative हो जाएगा तो हम इसको नहीं real numbers में classify कर सकते हैं. So this entire term has to be non-negative, and non-negative means that this should be greater than equal to 0, right? And when you solve this, you will get x greater than equal to -2, and that is why you have the domain as -2 till infinity. And -2 closed किस लिए है? क्योंकि यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हो कि ये equal to का साइन है, अगर आप यहाँ पे -2 डालोगे तो यहाँ पे 0 मिलेगा, which is defined in the real number system. When you know that one extreme is -2, एक domain में एक extreme आपका -2 है, एक extreme आपका infinity है. You can see that when you put -2 here in this function, the output will be 0 because the term inside will be 0, square root will be 0. तो यहाँ पे आ गया 0 and 0 is included because -2 is also included in the domain. And -2, so in the number line -2 से छोटे जितने भी नंबर है जो इस तरफ हैं वो आप पुट नहीं कर सकते हो, they are not included in the domain, क्योंकि अगर आप वो यहाँ पे डालोगे तो आपको टर्म जो है नेगेटिव हो जाएगा which is not defined. So you can only put numbers greater than -2 and -2 पुट करोगे तो आउटपुट मिल रहा है 0 एंड ये इससे बड़े नंबर्स पुट करोगे तो डेफिनेटली 0 से बड़ा नंबर मिलेगा। और कहां तक मिल सकता है? इन्फिनिटी तक। इसीलिए ये जो सेट हो जाएगा रेंज का सेट वो हो जाएगा 0 से लेके इन्फिनिटी तक, एंड 0 इज इंक्लूडेड, दैट्स व्हाई यू हैव द क्लोज्ड ब्रैकेट।